It's Week 14 of the National Football League, and we get to watch Nico Collins. He's putting together one of the better seasons in league history. It's the Texans and the Colts on Monday Night Prime Time.
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we join you from the so-called Space City, Houston, Texas. Tonight, we culminate pivotal Week 14 with a great Monday night matchup, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Houston Texans. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And we are underway from Houston. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense.
13 yards. First down, Indianapolis.
On first down, Richardson. That's caught. It's Josh Downs. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, this defense for the Texans very strong in that victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground. This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Richardson under pressure, and down he goes. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl-type season, and maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year, and with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. They'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Trap 60.
Stroud looking to throw. Man open downfield is Diggs. He's got it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Boy, 30 more yards and another 1st down. Throwing now is Stroud. Buying time to his left. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. Here's 2nd and 10. Here goes Stroud again. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Here we go now on 1st and goal. As Stroud now to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Stephon Diggs. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, Colts. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They're going for it. Here's Stroud. And it is caught. And he is going to have a Texans first down. And they celebrate a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some. A shotgun snap to Stroud. He's got it to Collins, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here. These two teams all tied after one. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
19 Lions.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Nico Collins with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Texans have taken the lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Richardson. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Well, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Richardson looking to throw this. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Well, so much for that possession.
Yeah, I think he tried to do a little too much there, partner. He tried to keep it himself. Ended up getting buried in the backfield, and that brings up 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. He'll return it from the 6. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And the Texans will take over. Here's Nico Collins, and this offense getting set to go for another drive. Previous series, definitely a focal point. 3 catches, the touchdown grab. As a DB, or former DB, is there a number of catches on a drive you're like, oh, he got the best of us?
I'm not sure there's a number, but there's a great feel. And what he did on the last drive, yeah.
Especially with a touchdown.
Yes.
You're never happy.
You're exactly right. The way he capped it off, so you feel that at the sideline, and now you're looking at your buddies and saying, okay, what are we going to do to take things away from him? Because I'm not sure the other guys can make those sort of plays. So let's make sure that we don't let him get going again.
Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Well, partner, this offense 12-0 now on the year following their latest victory. And during the week, a lot of folks making comparisons between this squad and the 1985 Bears. You know, they too were 12-0 at this juncture of the season before losing on a Monday night 38-24 to the Dolphins at the Orange Bowl way back on December 2nd of 85. But then they never lose again en route to winning Super Bowl 20.
And when you look back on it, partner, didn't it almost feel like a setup game? Because they were playing the Dolphins, and the Dolphins were protecting their franchise's undefeated season of 1972, that team. And you know what that team does. They love to celebrate the fact that they still are the only one to get through an entire NFL season that way. That was Dan Marino's 3rd year, playing under the great Don Shula, and they were motivated to keep that franchise's record intact.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, it's Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Texans. Stephon Diggs with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans go up by 2 touchdowns. But D'Amico Ryans, even with the defensive mindset, he'll elect to go for 2 here. Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion. And he's got it. So the try for 2 is successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And the Colts getting ready to go. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Now a 2nd and 10.
At the 24-yard line.
Now it's Richardson. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now it's 3rd and 4. Richardson looking to throw. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, Richardson. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 38-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they felt like they could take a few more chances and be even more aggressive.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
That was their 3rd sack of the ball game, 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. And the Texans going to get the football one final time here in this first half. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the 2nd quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. So we reach halftime. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Here's Tank Dell to return it from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this 3rd quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the 2nd half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Stroud to throw it. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. 2nd and 10.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Here's Stroud. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They cannot afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. On 1st down, Richardson. That complete to Downs. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Richardson. He'll get this one to Pittman. And Pittman going to have a Colts 1st down as he'll take this down to the 26.
1st down, Indianapolis.
Now Richardson back to throw it. This pass left side to Downs. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down.
And the Colts 1st down.
Here's Richardson to throw. Toward the end. It's going to wind up incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here is 3rd and 5. Richardson working from the gun. Touchdown! Michael Pittman from 10 yards out. And the Colts are able to cut into that deficit. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. That's up and good. It's 22-14. That time a 6-play drive. And it was capped off on the touchdown catch by Michael Pittman. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Texans. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork to be able to put it all together, but that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
Point after try forthcoming. And the lead is up to 15 now. And what a job there by all 11 on the kick return. The blocking excellent, the return excellent. The result, 6 points. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Operating from the gun, Richardson. Open man right side is Sharp. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Off play action, Richardson. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Stroud. Open man, there's Darnell Washington. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Left wing 19. Cowboy 80. 65 cat. 65 cat. 19 Lions. Panther 11. Panther 11.
On 1st down, here's Stroud. Forced out to his left. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. This, the 2nd meeting of these 2 teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the visiting Texans who came away with a victory. So they'll look to take the season series if they can win here in Houston.
Warriors 70. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 19 tight, 19 tight. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 18 Pioneer. Ready.
Stroud out of the gun here. Steps away to his left. Throw left side taken in by Washington. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another 1st down at the Colts 26. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. The throwing again is Stroud. This is caught. Touchdown, Texans! Darnell Washington, 26 yards. And the Texans add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. a clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
36. Colts 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. As the Colts offense makes their way out, we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Richardson. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
Richardson looking to throw this. On the slant, this is Chark. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. Now it's Richardson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
In today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Richardson out of the shotgun. This taken in by Downs. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Richardson now on 2nd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice for such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Now the extra point. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. And the Colts now are ready to get the football back. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Richardson to the air on first down. That one complete. He finds Shark. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. The offense on third down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. Richardson looking to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
The result, a first down as a quick slant gets him 14. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play.
Let's go. And the Colts first down.
Again, it's Richardson. Got a man complete. It's Taylor. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another nice gain. 16 yards there and a first down again.
Here we go. Strike.
Now Richardson. Connecting here with Chark on the out route. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 5.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Texans offense set to regain possession. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
79 Broncos.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's got it to Collins, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up